Hey y'all, we're going to talk about a supplement. I really want to dive more into supplements in 2019 because Young Living has a huge array of potent supplements that are infused with essential oils, which radically increases their bioavailability. These are the purest supplements on the market. They don't have all the fillers and all the nonsense that a lot of the stuff, even at your Whole Foods store, can have on it. You have to be very careful with supplements that you're getting something that's going to not only be pure, but that's going to have bioavailability. Because remember, you can take a supplement all day long, but if it's flushing through your system and it's never actually getting to work, it's not doing you any good. It's just draining your bank account. So on that note, let's talk about, you can't even see that, can you? There it is. Nope. Let's focus. There we go. Life 9. Okay, Life 9 by Young Living. Is that focused on that? Not very well, huh? Maybe I'm too close. There we go. Well, anyways, you get the gist. There's the bottle. Life 9 is the probiotic. Okay. Now, here's what you want to know about Young Living. What is so wonderful about Gary Young's passion for wellness is that they were constantly doing research. And whenever new research was coming out, they would redevelop their products. So Life 9 used to be Life 5. It had 5 different strains of these probiotic bacteria in it, and then they discovered 4 new strains that they wanted to add in. So they evolved from Life 5 to Life 9. Now, everybody loved Life 5 and they were very upset when it went away until Life 9 came out and they were like, this is even better. So it has over 17 billion strains in it, and active cultures, and then 2 of those are super strains. So I want to just kind of talk a little bit about how this works. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know Danette Goodyear. She's my upline crown diamond, but she gives an analogy about a probiotic that I think is really, really powerful to use. And she talks about it being like a golf course, right? And you see this big, beautiful green lawn, and a probiotic is like what we use to seed that lawn. Okay, so we're always kicking out the weeds and pulling out the things that are toxic to that lawn. And then we're always stimulating this incredible rich growth. It's recommended to take the Life 9 probiotic at night, as long as you're not taking, let's say, some other supplement like Inner Defense or whatever that is a very potent immune boosting oil. If you take that, to give it a little bit of time before you use your Life 9, just to kind of separate out the two, because they work in different ways. And the Life 9, they recommend taking it at night because what are you doing at night? You take it before bed and then you sleep at night, and just picture that golf course and all those seeds just sinking into the soil and taking root at night and planting into your gut lining as you are sleeping, so that when you wake up in the morning and you start your day and you're eating and all this stuff, those seeds have been planted. So I love that analogy. I think it's really, really powerful, because who doesn't want their gut to be as healthy as an incredible green lawn? So what are the side effects of using too many probiotics? Nothing more than loose stool. So it is a really great way to maintain a healthy movement in your bowels, if you will. And you will know that if you're taking too many, if things become too loose and start flushing out more than you want them to. But what you need to know, and why every single person needs to have a probiotic in their diet regularly, is because our health starts in our guts. And that is, science has more and more shown that we have a brain in our gut. We have all of these synapses and all these things that are regulatory system in our body. 80% of the serotonin, which is our happy neurotransmitter that is produced in our gut, that's where it stems from. It's not from the brain. It's actually from the gut, right? They say that a healthy gut is a healthy mind. Anyone who suffers from digestive issues or whatever can attest to the fact that oftentimes issues with your gut are linked to issues in your head, not just thoughts and moods. That's certainly a part of it, but also with headaches and migraines and chronic fatigue and all this kind of lethargy and just, you just feel terrible. But it's not just how you feel in your gut. It's also how you feel in the rest of your body. So scientists more and more are discovering the importance of gut flora and fauna. Now, here's the other thing, that in at least my generation, when I was growing up, antibiotics were all the rage. If you had a sneeze or a sniffle or a cough, you would go to the doctors and they would administer a round of antibiotics. Now doctors are pulling back from that because, again, research, we're discovering new things. 1 round of antibiotics wipes out your gut, the good bacteria in your gut, for a year. Let me say that again. 1 round of antibiotics wipes out your gut for a year. How many times have you had antibiotics that you can remember in your childhood, teenager, adulthood? How many times have you taken your own children? Because the thing that antibiotics do, they are anti-bio. Bio means life. So they wipe out everything. So yes, they kill the germs, but they kill all the good bacteria too. And now, after we've done that for 10, 20, 30 years, all of a sudden science is realizing maybe we shouldn't have been quite so quick to jump on this antibiotics, because we have devastated our gut health. And our gut is the key to wellness for the whole rest of the body. If you really think about why that would be, that's the source of our digestion. That's where all our nutrients go to get processed into our body. We need those healthy bacteria and enzymes and all of those things in there. When we take an antibiotic, we're killing all of that, the bad and the good. So what we need to be doing is repopulating our gut with the good stuff. We need to be seeding the lawn, so to speak, of that golf course, right? I'm not a golfer, but I love the analogy, okay? So, what do we need to do? This is something like people who have chronic constipation due to dietary issues. This is going to help you be more regular, and that is healthy. Your body needs to be constantly processing things through. So really don't wait until you're sick to introduce a probiotic and expect some sort of miracle cure. You need a probiotic every single day in your life because it's preventative, because we want to be, again, seeding that golf course. We want to be bringing the health and wellness and really strengthening our gut and the population, that flora and fauna in there that is going to do well for us, is going to work with us and for us. We want to be generously supplying our intestinal tract with those things that are going to bring us wellness in the long run. So when our body is called to fight, it is strong to do so. So don't think of it as just, oh, it's going to help me digest food. This is actually your major powerhouse for immune support. If there's like nothing else under the sun that you take to help your body with overall wellness, you're going to want a probiotic. And the other thing that I love so much about Young Living is that the question is oftentimes asked, why doesn't it come to you refrigerated? Once you open the cap and you take the lid off, you do need to keep this in the refrigerator, but it doesn't come to your refrigerator because it's airlocked, tight sealed, and they put an extra amount of probiotic into each pill when they ship it to you, especially during warmer months, so that if there is any degeneration of these pills, you're still going to get all of the intended dosage, and the little bit that may have degenerated in the shipping process is going to be negligible, because they have given you way more than the dosage that you need to account for that. So once you open this and the vacuum seal lid has popped off, then yes, this needs to go in the refrigerator. It's actually refrigerator cold outside right now, so I'm holding it here. And let me just leave you with a quote from Dr. Mercola. He says, it takes 16 times the effort and the resources, right? So the energy and the finances, 16 times the effort and the resources to treat a problem than it does to prevent it. So the question really is, do you want to take those measures now to ensure wellness, so when the storm comes, which it will, mark my words, you are strengthened for that? Or do you wait until the wave starts to wash over you and you start battling and struggling and fighting against it when it's overpowering you? It doesn't mean that it won't help you at that time, but I think that's a fallacy that a lot of people experience, especially when using natural products, is Western medicine has trained us that when you have an issue, you just go take a pill and the issue goes away. Now, we know that absence of symptoms does not mean healing has occurred. It simply means the symptoms are not there. But we have been conditioned to think that it's a one-for-one match. So as soon as a symptom pops up, we take something to eradicate the symptoms and then we're better. That's absolutely the furthest thing from the truth. What we know with the route of natural medicine is that we need to be continually doing these things to boost our health, to boost our immune system, to populate our guts, to bring ourselves to the strongest possible stance for fighting, because when the storm comes, it's going to come, but we don't want it to take us down. And we don't want to be running to the Western paradigm where we are taking things that are going to have side effects or drug interactions or other consequences. So the goal is preventative, to do these things now so that we can stand when it's time. All right, so go get yourself some Life 9. It's coming free in January of 2019. They usually do once a year on Essential Rewards give away a Life 9. This is an amazing supplement that you cannot see in this light. I'm sorry, I'm holding this glaring white bottle up. All right, y'all, talk to you later.